All right, I wanted to address this comment that somebody had put, saying on Darwin Goodson that they didn't have proof, which they don't have proof. Yes, we do have proof. 6 times on video. Jeremy said they could keep the memorial there. It was on his property. He has never shown proof that it is indeed his property. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. But that memorial was his property. He has never shown proof that indeed it is his property. He never asked him to move it, but it was removed in the dead of the night 4 times by someone who did not want to be seen. Now, if the marker is a sewer marker, that means it is on the easement or city property. It does not belong to Jeremy or one of the neighbors. Excuse me. Also, it has been recorded on at least 5 different security cameras showing Jeremy removing the memorial, then pulling directly into his driveway. George came by 20 minutes later, slammed on her brakes, backed up to look at the damage done, and then drove down the street and turned into her driveway. Okay, that's bullshit. Okay, that's bullshit. But see, this person here obviously is one of their Kool-Aid drinkers. There is no proof that Jeremy did it, because the video that you so-called call as evidence is blurry. You can't tell what truck it was that stopped. And if that memorial was on Jeremy's property, okay, and they didn't have permission to put that memorial on his property, that's trespassing. And Jeremy had every right to remove that. Okay? It was his truck, the green shirt, and Martha's car. If it was not him, then he can show us video of who tuned into his driveway that night and will show the person who did it. But he won't, because it was him. It's okay to make money, but to make money ruining the lives of others, suing them for content and telling constant lies about them, it's just grifting and immoral. Okay, well, you know what? Okay, what the fuck do you think the 2 fleas are doing? Okay? What do you think the 2 fleas are doing? Exactly the same thing that you're accusing Jeremy of. Jeremy wouldn't remove that memorial, wouldn't do anything like that. It's like I said, you say that you have proof 6 times that it was Jeremy's vehicle, but I've seen the video and the pictures from those videos, and it's very, very blurry. You can't tell whose truck it was. And is this making money for content, making content to make money off of? He hasn't done any content about any of that stuff. He's been focusing on his storage unit videos. He hasn't said a word. He may say something every once in a while, a joke about something, but he hasn't been focusing completely on this. See, you are so brainwashed by the 2 fleas that you believe they're garbage. And that's all they are, is garbage. They're garbage dwellers. Okay? They're garbage dwellers. You believe the lies that Michelle and John had told the two fleas, and with the two fleas spinning their garbage around to fit their narrative. Guess what? For content and for money. In my opinion, Jeremy breaks every commandment and several laws. Okay, well, you know what? Prove to me, you show me right now what laws Jeremy has broken. Because Jeremy hasn't broken any laws. And this is just going back to the same thing. You keep accusing Jeremy of doing things that he's not doing. Every time he sits on his platform talking about Michelle and John, calling them horrible names, accusing them of all kinds of illegal and immoral things, while telling us he's the best Christian that has ever walked the face of this planet, including Christ himself. No, he didn't say that. He never said that. How does he know what they talk about in private? How does he know what they do in the privacy of their own home? Why do we have dozens of videos of him passing by their house slowly with his selfie stick in hand, trying to film over the 6-foot privacy fence? Okay, well, I'm going to stop right there for a second. Because, first of all, how many times have John and Michelle engaged Jeremy by running out and saying stuff to him? That's filming for he's filming all this for evidence and for accountability and for in his life. And he has every right to do it because it's in a public road. See, you don't seem to get it that John and Michelle are the ones that started all this shit. But see, you all fucking brainwashed because you think Michelle and John are victims. They are victims of their own bullshit. Okay? They're victims of their own bullshit. We even have expert proof that Jeremy wrote the defamatory signs he claims Michelle wrote, and the expert is the person who taught Jeremy's expert how to do their job. Okay, question. You stupid little twit. How could Jeremy write the signs if he was in Ohio? You don't get it. See, you're still brainwashed. John admitted to it in the Ohio court. Okay? John admitted in the Ohio court that she wrote some of the signs and he put them out there. So how can you say that Jeremy wrote the signs? We even have expert proof that Jeremy wrote the defamatory signs he claims Michelle wrote, and this expert is the person who taught Jeremy's expert how to do her job. Handwriting analysis is his full-time job, and he has done work for the U.S. government and other foreign countries, as well as authenticate rare and historic signatures. His expert is a full-time dental hygienist who does the analysis on the side as a hobby. Why do you think the expert is here, Michelle or Jeremy's? But then again, you can't even read your own handwriting. I doubt you would be able to comprehend what I just typed. Yes, I can comprehend what you typed, you little twit. Again, let me ask this question. How in the hell did Jeremy write the signs if he was in Ohio? They have samples of Michelle's handwriting. It was admitted in the Ohio court that she wrote some of the signs and John posted them. John admitted that in court. See, your thing is to twist everything around so it fits your narrative. And you're always, your main goal, and everybody's within the ecosystem's goal, is to do nothing but hurt Jeremy. And I hope someday that you're going to get named in this. Because this is different. This is defamation right here. You don't know anything. You haven't seen the truth. You refuse to see the truth. All you care about is the lies and the defamation and the bullshit that comes out of the two fleas' mouth. Wake up! Because it's all coming out in court. And you're going to lose.